Well, I mean, you touched on touring a little bit there. So you guys work in the studio, you create albums, you create the visuals for all your songs together, but then you go out on the road together because, you pretty much work together on everything, which is great. I hear through Michelle, then you could probably back this up, Rule, based on your guys' story, it sounds accurate, but that your tour vibe is pretty family oriented. Maybe on a literal level, because when you were starting out, your parents might have been there. I'm not quite sure. But what curated that initially? Like, what created the family aspect of touring for you guys? Because it's not like that for everybody.
Yeah, well, I think my mum being there at the start was huge. It was a huge thing for me. I felt like I just needed someone in my family there, because otherwise I'd legit just be eating fucking McDonald's and getting up at like 3 p.m. every day. So just like that part of it was needed just for my like actual health. But then I guess like when I got a bit older and, when Michelle started to be my mum, because, old Nana Michelle really just helped me with, she made me a sandwich in the morning, gave me a hug when I was feeling.
Had your vitamins, make sure you
Yeah,
had,
exactly.
Yeah,
you gotta keep them healthy. Flintstones.
Exactly. Put on my cartoons.
No, I think, obviously Rule's age had a lot to do with wanting to create. I'm remembering Rule really early on, like that first Japan tour, your parents weren't on that. It was actually just us. So I think there was, we wanted to create that. So, because Rule was like 14 at the time. And also to, be hyper aware that we were acting as his parents, like literally acting as his parents in some instances. So, as guardians and stuff like that, like especially Nate, and, if I was there in certain situations as well. So, but also I just think it's kind of just the type of people that we are as well, and just very conscious of wanting to, I guess, provide a space that's really comfortable for Rule, and that where, he can trust us, his family can trust us. Like, we're really conscious of all those things. Like, specifically from a family point of view, like, that's a really big responsibility for, Rule to be sent across the world. And like, yes, his parents were there the majority of it, or one of his parents are usually there majority of the times, but there was definitely instances where they weren't. And that's really huge to give that responsibility over. And we took that really seriously. And there was, we were very hyper aware of just being responsible adults, I guess, and good role models for Rule as well. I mean, I hope that's what came across, but that was definitely the aim.
You guys definitely could have played it like, we need to take care of this child, otherwise his parents are gonna fucking kill us. Or it was like, but then again, it didn't feel like I was like this thing that had to be taken care of, or like this sort of.
So then baby you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Space, like it didn't feel like that. You guys still felt like my friends, which was, I don't know how you guys did that. I don't know how you made that balance and like bearable for both of us. So yeah, I always thank you guys for that. So yeah, I never felt, like I was babied, which easily could have happened. So yeah, I think that's why the family stuff worked.
Yeah, it's more like a little brother rather than like a, like a child. I think like that's what we were called, like in the family sense. And like I remember times even like